Welcome to Lincoln Park TV, brought to you by Tico Studios and funded by Allegheny Franciscan Ministries through the Protecting the Village campaign. I'm your host, Anthony Maynard, and today we have with us Will Armstead from Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. Will is a hard-working leader who we wanted to get in and we've been trying to schedule for a little while. We're happy to have him. Will, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what brought you to St. Lucie County?
Well, thank you for having me today. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Traveled around the world, had the opportunity to travel around the world, being in the United States Army. And when I got out of the Army, I worked for a large company that transferred me and my family here to St. Lucie County.
Wonderful. Okay. So now you came here and your work is in Lincoln Park. How did you get to Lincoln Park, and tell us a little bit about your first impressions?
So it's been about 20 years now since I've been in St. Lucie County as a whole in terms of working. But I got to tell you, Lincoln Park, I actually had an opportunity to live in a couple different places. It was either going to be Miami, Orlando, or St. Lucie County. And my first spot was in the Lincoln Park area. And it reminded me of back home. It reminded me of living in New York to a degree. Just the people, like the warmth, like the neighborhoods. I just felt real comfortable living in that or working in that area.
Okay, nice. And so you transitioned from that to become the CEO of Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. Can you tell us a little bit about that and your position, you know, what type of responsibility you have and so forth?
Yeah, sure. You know, this is out of all the jobs I've had, and I spent lots of years in the military, obtained the rank of E7 promotable, worked for a big company, big corporation, where I did a lot of things all across the country. And but there was one thing that I liked about the Lincoln Park area and being able to serve, and especially when it comes to our youth. And so being the CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs is by far the best and most rewarding job I've ever had.
Wonderful to hear. Now, as the CEO of a company, I know that you have had to meet a particular challenge this year like most CEOs. Can you tell us a little bit about how the COVID pandemic has impacted you, how it's impacted Boys and Girls Club, and the challenges of that in terms of leadership and you overseeing so many young people? We know that COVID has been rampant in the schools and amongst young people, especially here in Florida. Can you talk a little bit about that and the challenges that you faced?
Yeah, if you allow me, I not only want to talk about the challenges, but I want to talk about what happened because of those challenges.
Sure,
I think as a CEO or any leader at any position, when you are responsible to work with people, that was probably my ultimate challenge, was how was I going to make sure that families were going to be able to get paid, our employees. We have over 170 employees. How are we going to be able to make sure that they were going to be able to put food on their tables, pay their rent, and that sort of thing. And then, of course, our job is to take care of, kids and teens. So that was my second worry, is where are we going to and how are we going to support the families that need us the most in our community. And so, my team and I, we work really hard, real diligently to look at different opportunities to make sure, one, as I said, that we could keep employees employed, and two, to be able to serve families at a whole different level. And so with the help of my leadership team and so many community partners, we came to the table to figure this thing out. And I'm proud to say that together, it wasn't just Will Armstead as the CEO, it was a collaborative effort, and it continues to be a collaborative effort across the Lincoln Park area and St. Lucie County to do what's right for our families and the kids that we serve every day.
Absolutely. Now, I know that throughout the whole pandemic, one of the real hot topics has been mask wearing, whether people are wearing their masks, whether they're having their kids wear their masks and so forth. And I can imagine at Boys and Girls Club, you've encountered some of that. You guys are also one of the organizations in Lincoln Park that engaged Tico Studios in its Mask Up Challenge. I know that you guys even have a winner, maybe a winner or two, from the Mask Up Challenge. Can you talk a little bit about the whole mask wearing question and the Mask Up Challenge, your impressions, of that initiative?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a medical doctor, I just, all I can do is listen to the experts, and my job is to make sure that I keep my people safe, the kids and teens safe, and, as much as we can, keep their families safe. And what the experts are saying is wear a mask, put a mask on, wash your hands, and socially distance. And I was very glad that you all put the challenge out there, because our kids, our teens are very resilient, and they pay attention to us. If they see us wearing a mask and we don't like it, but if they see us doing it for the safety of them and for ourselves, they're going to do the same exact thing. So I'm very happy that all of our kids, all of our teens, every one of our staff has adopted that policy that we will follow, and we will wear masks, and we will continue to wear masks until otherwise told that it's safe not to wear a mask. And so this challenge was I believe was a rewarding aspect of having to do it, because it brought a little bit of fun to it versus, just wearing a mask. And I know there were times that we tried to figure out, how can we make it fun for even kids? Because it, as the kids would say, it's annoying. But we figured a way to incorporate that in our daily programming, that safety is number one. And so taking on that challenge and getting our folks to be a part of it was something that we enjoyed being a part of.
Well, we thank you so much for your participation. Can you talk a little bit about Boys and Girls Club in terms of the current programming in general, what you guys have going on currently, and what the kids are engaging in there in Lincoln Park?
Thank you. We have so much that we engage on, and across, for Boys and Girls Clubs, we serve kids in 22 locations across the county. And in the Lincoln Park area, we serve kids in 3 clubs, as well as we are working on so many new initiatives to serve kids even more. One of my favorite programs that we're working on is our Into the Future program. And really, it's a workforce development program that allows kids to learn and earn money. And so we want them to be able to do this in a productive way. And one of the newest items that we've brought to the table was a food trailer that's going to allow kids to learn all about food and nutrition and safety as it pertains to food, and giving them the opportunities to earn money while they're learning about an industry. We also are in talks with Indian River State College and Kaiser University to give the kids an opportunity to learn nutrition, learn about diets, learn about different calorie counts and things of this nature. So we're excited to really work with our teens in the upcoming year at a whole nother level in terms of making them employability. And we're getting employers to come to the table with us to make this happen. And in terms of other programs we're doing, we've always had our Smart Moves program, where I just teach kids, to be good leaderships, have good character. We want all kids to be on track for graduation. So a lot of our programs are evidence-based programs to ensure that kids have the necessary tools to be successful. And we want them living a healthy lifestyle. So not just in nutrition, but just in daily lifestyle and daily relationships and that sort of thing. And so we take it very seriously in terms of the programs. We want the programs to fit the kids today, what they want to hear, what they want to learn. So we're continuously looking at new programs and making sure that the programs fit the kids that we serve.
Okay, well said. That food truck program, that sounds awesome. It's really cutting edge. But one of the things that we noticed about you and your role at Boys and Girls Club is that sort of cutting edge technological aspect. You're very active on Facebook and social media and so forth. Can you talk a little bit about technology and how it's impacted you and your role in terms of leadership today?
Yeah, in terms of what we do at Boys and Girls Clubs, I am honored to have the role as CEO of a large organization. And like I said, we have over 170 employees, and we serve about 15,000 kids annually. But when we look at other organizations out there, so many wonderful organizations, and social media allows us to come together in a way that we may not be able to come together if we were together, especially during COVID. But we've learned a lot from each other, meaning Boys and Girls Clubs and some other organizations such as Ended and Pace Center for Girls, and just so many organizations that come together to work on behalf of our kids and teens. So when we do social media, we want to make people aware of what is really going on in the Lincoln Park area, what's going on in St. Lucie County. And it works for all of us because people get to see what we're doing. I'm on social media every single day. And I'm on social media because I want to be positive. I want to be a positive influence to our kids, our teens, their parents, their grandparents. I want to be part of that group of people who are having a positive impact on someone else's life. And being a New Yorker, having lived that tough life growing up, it's definitely my time to give back and be consistent with it. And so we use, as an organization, we use social media in a positive way. We expect our employees to use social media in a positive way. And we hope the people that we associate with use social media in a positive way.
Okay, awesome. So now, in closing, Will, can you tell us just a little bit about, reach into the future a little bit? We're coming into a new year. Hopefully we'll have a COVID vaccine soon. And 2021 will sort of open some things back up for us. What do you see in the future for Boys and Girls Club, and what can we expect to see?
Well, in 2021, we're going to see a rebranding, number one, of Boys and Girls Clubs. We're going to see a rebranding in a way where we're going to be more active. We're going to be out in the community a lot more than we are today. We're going to look at new partnerships. We're going to add on the existing partners that we have. There are a lot of people out there that want to do good, and we're going to be a part of those people that want to do good on behalf of their brothers and their sisters. One of the things that's coming down the pike real soon is I'm working with a project right in Lincoln Park where we're going to build a clubhouse in the next 24 months. And it's going to have a golf course. And I'm excited about that. Not just because it's going to have a golf course and it's going to be a new clubhouse, but it's going to give kids, or rather teens, an opportunity to work. As well as it's going to be shiny. It's going to be an opportunity for people to host events. It's going to be a 12,000 or 10,000 square foot building. I'm trying to get them to get up to 12,000, but it'll be a 10,000 square foot beautiful building. I'm working with Larry Lee and a whole bunch of other folks that really want to make this happen off of Avenue Q and 25th. And we're going to continue to work on that project. I think you're going to see a groundbreaking sometime in June or July. We've raised enough money to purchase the property, and we have some money to get the project going. So we expect that to happen. And in a more recent, we just signed an agreement with Westside Church. And so we're getting ready to take over 25 acres of land, 58,000 square foot of buildings to be able to provide kids with an ultimate Boys and Girls Clubs, a place where we plan on having wraparound services, and we're talking to other partners that are going to get involved with us to make sure that we're giving kids and teens the best experiences possible. So those are two things. In addition to the food truck that I talked about, we're going to open up a food program so that we can teach kids lots and lots of things in terms of food. We would donate it to riding lawnmowers. We're going to give kids an opportunity to learn how to not just cut grass, but how to beautify a landscape, and at the same time be able to give back to the community. In every one of these instances where kids could learn and earn money, they're also going to be able to give back to the community. So there's so many other programs that are going to be happening over the next year, and I look forward to partnering with as many people as we can.
Well, okay, I mean, that is a lot of exciting stuff. You got me looking forward to it too. I'll definitely be at the groundbreaking for that golf course. Will, we thank you so much for joining us. We thank you for your leadership at Boys and Girls Club in St. Lucie County, particularly in Lincoln Park. I am your host, Anthony Maynard. This has been Lincoln Park TV, and we'll see you again next time.